Welcome to my junk journal. I wanted a traveler's journal thing, but they're like a lot of money. I used my resources, newspaper and masking tape to make my own, and I posted it on TikTok, and the people on TikTok were like, "We really like this. How'd you do it?" So today we're gonna make another one. First, a tour, because I finally have a journal system that works for me, which is crazy. As I said, this is made out of newspaper and masking tape. I have some pins on here. It's really nice. It's really nice. I do have one loose notebook because I bought a planner today. So I think for my next one, I do want to make another thing. That notebook. This journal is my brainstorm journal. Is my planner. Bada bing, bada boom. For song lyrics, this is my journal. This one has my bucket lists, my yearly goals, movies that make me smile, food I can't eat because it upsets my tummy. And then I have this folder here, which contains my bucket list and all of the Powerball tickets that prove that I am still broke. Let's get to building another one. You're gonna need newspaper and tape. If you do not have those things, this is not the video for you. You're also going to need some elastic, but it appears, nope, there's some right here. I was like, maybe this isn't the video for me. Unfortunately, I have to do black elastic today. So this one has to have a completely different aesthetic. Don't look at my room. We're gonna use this, okay? Follow me. This is literally just like newspaper, and then we're gonna tape it. Okay. Are you following? Because I'm a terrible teacher. This is no fun, but I am going to tape the whole thing and then trim it down. Starting a new thing of tape is one of my least favorite things in the world. Oh, this isn't bad. Scotch. The other one was generic. Hear me out. This is wrong. We're gonna put the tape here. And this part is not fun. Let me just tell you that, because why did I not weigh the newspaper down? Common sense is not natural for me. This is what we're looking like on that side and this side. See how there's a lot of newspaper? Yeah, we just got to keep taping, and then we got to go up and down. We got to also go up and down. I didn't realize that, but we do. I was wondering how it was going to get so secure. It didn't really, I don't remember how I did this. There we are. Full transparency, huh? Okay, so we're mostly taped up. I am going to go ahead. There's hair. Now we're going to trim her up. Oh. Scissors. So sore. From the gym. Yeah, that's right. I work out. Is certainly not straight, but it'll do. I'm doing a little more tape in here. I want her to look good. We're just gonna tape until you lose track of time, and then you should be done. This is what my journal looks like right now. Okay, we're getting there. If it feels too crinkly for you and too bubbly, just add more masking tape. I can make a corset. So I'm going to put my notebooks here. and then it'll wrap that way and that way, right? I want them to be covered by this back panel, but not like overly covered by the back panel, if that makes sense. So I'm basically just gonna close my journals in where I think that they need to fit. While ensuring that this can still wrap around. Okay, I think I am gonna add more tape here because it's feeling bubbly where my journals are sitting. So I'm going to do a little dot with my red pen. Journal 1 is about right here. So we're gonna poke a hole there. Journal 2 is about right here. 4 and 5 will be a little closer because they're smaller notebooks, okay? Then I'm gonna go down and see. We might need to raise these a little bit. Move these down to about right here. This is where you're going to put the elastic, and you're going to have to just judge how big your elastic needs to be, but you're going to line them up with those top buttons. And you just want to be sure that your elastic is long enough to support your journals. I do have this as a guide just to be sure that I'm doing this properly, but it seems about right. Okay, now we're going to find the scissors, which I can never keep track of. And we are going to poke holes in all of these spots. Trusty Dusty here. And we are going to poke holes exactly where we drew these fancy little dots. Number 1. This knife is cracked. Terrible device to make these holes, so do better than me. You're gonna cut some elastic, okay? You gotta figure out where your inside is, and I've already decided that this is the inside of my journal, so that's where I'm gonna tie it. You see? Now, as you saw, I didn't make very good holes. What could have taken me 5 minutes took me like half an hour because I had to go through and round out all of the holes I made with this knife. So maybe don't use a knife. But all of my strings are in. Okay. They're looking good. These strings are long enough. Yeah, they are. 3. She's perfect now. She's the perfect size. Okay. This has all of my notebooks in it. Now I have to add the one to close it. And I'm going to draw another dot. And we are not going to use the knife this time. We're just going to put it right there. Right there. So we've got this side for the notebooks. And this side. Cord. Boop. You need 2 holes. Boop. I'm going to use my pen. You're going to feel a little poke. Basically, okay, this is what's going to wrap around. So let's decide how long we want it to be. It's a little too loose. I don't really have room to make mistakes. Oh, my goodness. That's perfect. That's perfect. So, I'm going to tie another knot. Now we're perfect. It's upside down. notebooks there. Booyah. You open it up. You have all your notebooks. You have the back panel. Now we've got to make a folder for right here. Okay, so I took some newspaper and I covered it. This is like multiple layers of newspaper, and you're going to wrap it in a tape. And I'm actually going to put the pocket here. Go there. Boop. That was not right. And then we're going to fold it. Tape, tape, tape. Okay, so I did it again. I made another journal cover. Now this one, significantly thinner, okay? Let's keep that in mind. This one, like I said, I don't remember exactly what I did, but I would assume that this is like 3 pieces of newspaper. This one was about twice that. One's a bit more crunchy. I think I like that more just because I do have some more books. So I am going to go through and I'm going to cut all my knots because I like where the strings are placed. And then we're going to work on decorating. Okay, so I put my pins on this one, a jewelry box, and some tools. Are you seeing this? We got the bow. You're right, it should be in the middle. We got the bow. We've got the pins. And we've got the charm. I think I'm going to put a hole here so I can add this dinosaur keychain. 2 holes right here, and I'm going to tie some strings so that I have something to like loop my dinosaur off of. Okay. We're going to open it up. We're going to put it on there. Okay. 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 Here we are. We got the dinosaur. We got the freaking dinosaur. And then we have the sun, and then we have my pins, and we have my bow. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Stop. That was probably the worst tutorial that you've ever watched if you watched that, and I'm sorry, but I do hope that you were able to see how I did this.